Now, your colleague Tom Cotton has said America has to keep a military option on the table. He suggested that a bombing campaign over many days like Desert Fox that Bill Clinton ran would be adequate to setting back the Iranian program. Do you agree with that assessment, Senator Graham, that if necessary, that sort of an action, as opposed to an invasion of hundreds of thousands of people like Desert Storm, would be adequate to setting back the Iranian program?
I'll be honest with you. If you don't have the military option on the table in the minds of the Iranians, you will never get a good deal. If they don't believe we would stop a nuclear breakout on their part, they're never going to come to the table and get the best deal that they had. But I'm assuming the worst. And one thing I've learned over the last 14 years, you don't need a ground invasion of Iran to stop their nuclear program, but an attack against Iranian nuclear facilities would not be short in nature. It would have to be a sustained campaign. And I'm of the opinion that if we have to go down the road to use military force to stop an Iranian breakout, I would not limit the attack just to nuclear facilities. I would go after their offensive capability. I would sink their Navy. I would shoot down their Air Force. Because once you attack Iran, you open up Pandora's box. They could close the Straits of Hormuz. They could hit our bases in the region. They could do a lot of damage. But let me tell you how this war ends. They lose, we win. So I respect Tom Cotton a lot, but to attack Iran is a very consequential thing. Consequences, but to let them get a nuclear weapon is emptying Pandora's boxes. Those are your choices. So in my view, an attack against Iran to stop a nuclear breakout has to neuter also the offensive capability of the regime for us truly to be safe.
And 20 seconds, Senator Graham, is that military action as fully blown as you understand it preferable to a nuclear Iran?
The choices of stopping them before they get a nuclear weapon or dealing with them after is not even close. Whatever damage to be done, no matter what hell is unleashed, stopping them from getting a nuclear weapon is the price I would pay in a moment, because when they get a nuclear weapon, if they ever do, you're into a nuclear arms race in the Mideast, and God help us all. So, yes, a war with Iran to prevent a nuclear weapon is an absolute essential thing to do to stop them from getting a nuclear weapon. That has to be on the table.
Senator